Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to read Frogs at Risk here, and we're going to keep in mind cause and effect as we read it. So, taking a look right here, South America's frog populations are on the decline. That spells trouble for the environment. Here's a picture of the United States. Ecuador is down here, and that's where they are focused in this particular article. Okay, the mountains and thick forests of Ecuador in South America are home to 417 types of frogs and toads. Tiny red eyed tree frogs hide inside flowers. Bumpy skinned toads use their sticky tongues to catch mosquitoes and other prey. Colorful poison dart frogs rest on tree branches. These brightly colored frogs are packed with poison, which protects them from their enemies. Now, many species or types of frogs and toads in Ecuador are at risk of dying out. According to a recent report by the group NatureServe, 8 frogs have become extinct or died out in North and South America in the last 100 years. It's the same magnitude event as the extinction of the dinosaurs, says scientist Luis Coloma. Okay, so right here, before we go any farther, I want you guys to notice that this is an effect, and we want to read and try to figure out what is causing this, right? So many are becoming extinct, right? And many types are dying out. What is the cause of that? That's what I want you to be thinking about as we keep reading. What are amphibians? Salamanders, frogs, and toads are all amphibians. Amphibians are animals with backbones that spend part of their life in water and part on land. Frogs and toads lay jelly like eggs in the water. The eggs hatch into tadpoles, which breathe through gills. As the tadpoles grow into frogs or toads, they develop lungs and live on land. Like reptiles such as lizards and snakes, amphibians are cold blooded. That means their body temperature depends on the environment. Unlike reptiles, amphibians lack protective scales. Amphibians must live near water so that their skin stays moist. Here's a little tiny cause and effect right here. Uh, Amphibians lack protective scales. That's the cause. The effect is that they must live near water so that their skin stays moist. But that still doesn't tell us what is the cause of them going extinct. Vanishing species. Over the last 50 years, many amphibian species have become extinct. 2 of every 5 of the 3,046 species that live in North and South America are at risk of vanishing. So again, they're describing the effect right here. Why are these creatures in trouble? Their habitat is being destroyed as loggers, oops, as loggers cut down trees to make room for farms and roads. A habitat is a place in nature where a plant or an animal makes its home. Disease, weather changes, and pollution are other causes of the decline in amphibian populations. Okay, so one of the main causes of them going extinct is that their habitat is being destroyed. Loggers are cutting down their trees. Okay, so you're destroying their environment and their habitat, and that is causing them to go extinct. Other causes here are listed as disease, changes in the weather, and pollution. Scientists are concerned about the decrease in the number of frogs. The health of frogs is closely linked to the health of the environment. Amphibian extinction is an indicator of a problem with the environment, scientist Jonathan Campbell told Weekly Reader. So here's another example of cause and effect, right? The decrease in the number of frogs is the cause. The effect is that scientists are starting to worry about the overall environment because frogs will indicate that things are going wrong. Because amphibians breathe through their skin, they easily absorb pollution. They are usually the first to disappear when the environment is under threat. As a result, some frogs are born with deformed or wrongly shaped body parts, such as extra legs and eyes. When frogs with strange body parts are found in an area, it is a clue that the environment is polluted and suffering. Take a look up here. Amphibians breathing through their skin is the cause. Easily absorbing pollution is the effect. Another effect is that things are happening to them, like their body parts being deformed and things like that. What can be done? Scientists are fighting to save amphibians. Some scientists believe that South America's poison dart frogs have chemicals in their body that can be used to treat diseases such as cancer. Scientists want governments to pass laws that will reduce pollution and to create parks that protect the amphibians' habitat. Almost half of the extinctions are happening for unknown reasons, scientist Robert Kaplan told Weekly Reader. Scientists have a lot of work to do, and quickly. Endangered amphibians. Here are some of Ecuador's threatened frogs and toads. Splendid leaf frogs live in the top layers of trees and come down to the ground only once a year on a moonless night to lay eggs. Giant glass frogs live in trees and have translucent or almost see through skin. The creature's red heart is visible from the outside. Harlequin toads have colorful, smooth skin, often with spots or streaks of orange, red, yellow, blue, or green. Why is it important for scientists to know whether an area is polluted? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thinking about cause and effect once again. Okay, the cause, once again, uh, I'm sorry, the cause once again is that there is a loss of habitat for these types of frogs in South America, and so the effect is that many species are starting to go extinct. That was the main cause and effect in this particular passage. I hope you keep learning about cause and effect, and I hope you learn more about frogs and learn from this particular reading passage. I'll see you next time.